Hi guys, welcome back to Night Call Part 7. In the last part we met a crazy writer named Alicia who was working on a poem for 11 years. And in this part, who knows? Let's get into it. A. Continue. We still aren't very close to really finding any information out. We have some clues, but we're not there yet. You open one eye. Someone flushes the toilet and you hear the pipe shake. One of them runs under your bed. You find the sound calming. That's a weird thing to find calming. I guess familiarity. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 3, 1:26 a.m. or p.m.? Probably p.m. Okay, looks like we ran out of gas faster this night for some reason. We have lots of people near us. I guess I'll go with this girl who's closest to us. Francine Gaillard, I need to talk to you. That seems like a pretty good fare. The passenger who gets into the crab under the sea. The passenger who gets into the cab greets you in uncertain tones. Good evening. You try to answer as warmly as possible. Good evening. Good evening. I want to... She stopped short, trembling as if in a panic. Where are you going? Nowhere. She begins pouring her heart out. A flood of sorrow fills the cab. I've lost my cat. She shakes her head as if chasing a bad dream. I know, it's pretty silly. It's pathetic, but I lost my cat. She holds up a poster of the missing animal. His name is Crouky. It's the cat from the other night, you're sure of it. Oh shit, the cat that was in our cab. Listen, I know this is going to sound crazy, but someone saw my cat get into a cab. So I called your company and asked which taxis were in the neighborhood. The night he disappeared, you were the only one. I need your help. Her tone is increasingly hesitant, insecure. Please tell me you know where he is. Where is Crouky? Where is my cat? She takes a deep breath. It's a question of life and death. I saw him. She sits up straight with a jerk. That's wonderful. Where is he? Take me there. He took the train. The train? She looks down at the poster in her hand. That's why he stole my money. I knew he was up to something. He's so smart for a little ball of fluff. Did you talk to him? You remain quiet. I'm sure you talked to him. Crouky's not just any old cat, you know. He saved my life. I adopted him when he was still a tiny kitten. I took care of him, spoiled him, fed him for weeks. I knew... I accidentally skipped something. She took time off for him, I guess. I knew right away he wasn't like other cats. He was different. I stood up for him too. When my friends said he was taking up too much room in my life, I dropped them. When they told me he couldn't come with me to work anymore, I changed companies. He's the only reason I get out of bed in the morning. Jesus Christ, I have 4 cats and that's a little much. Please, I'm begging you. When my mother died, I decided to get a cat. I thought it would take my mind off things, get me interested in something else, and then... She stares at you. I'm going to ask you one last time. Do you know where my cat is? Tell the truth. Your cat got into my cab. Her eyes flash with hope. I drove him to Saint Lazare. Duville? Maybe. He's in Duville. I'm sure of it. He loves it there. Could you stop the car, please? You pull over to the sidewalk. Thank you. She lowers her gaze. I know I was a little too much for him. I might have been a little suffocating, but he was everything to me. And nobody seems to understand. Nobody. That's not healthy. She looks you straight in the eye. What do you mean? To love someone so much you lock them up, you suffocate them. It's not healthy. For a cat, for a man, for a woman. She says nothing. You can hear her struggling to catch her breath. Thank you. I think I needed to hear that. I'm going crazy. Her voice drops to a whisper. Crazy. She opens the car door and hands you a banknote at the same time. I need to be alone. She gets out of the cab and walks away without shutting the door. The next minute she's gone, swallowed up by the night. You get out and close the door. You take a deep breath, your lungs freeze. You wait another minute, then get back inside and start the engine. Okay. Wow, I can't believe we found the owner of the cat right after we took the cat. Let's see. Do we have any, like, suspects? Doesn't look like it. I kind of want to go to a gas station again just so I can, what is this? Just so I can get a lottery ticket. I guess I'll go here. This looks like a little robot or something. Making my way downtown, driving fast, gonna pick up a robot. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to Gare Montparnasse. Okay. The passenger who gets into your cab is, well, she isn't human. How do you know it's a she? Her face lights up and gives you quite a start. Good evening. My name is Ada. I am an automated attendant. Good evening, Ada. It's a pleasure to meet you. You are a cab driver and I need to go somewhere. Will you please take me to Gare Montparnasse? You give a slow nod of consent. Good, that's settled. So, I'd like to go to Gare Montparnasse, please. You start the car, casting the occasional furtive glance into the rearview mirror. There's something about her attitude that's bothering you. Her attitude? Perhaps it's her oversized fingers bending every which way. You seem disconcerted, sir. How very unfortunate. Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? You don't know exactly where to look. Her screen, the face in her screen, her hands. Ask where she is from. Where were you built? Designed? She automatically completes your sentence. Forgive me, please. I have the unfortunate habit of cutting people off. A flash of her screen seems to indicate she's sorry. I was designed and programmed at the Marie Curie Institute by a team of researchers of diverse culture and ethnic backgrounds, including... She starts reeling off a list of names of people you've never heard of. The list is in alphabetical order. Right, got it. I'm not interested. Yes, of course. I should have asked permission before going on like that. Yeah, that's a long list of people, all of whom are highly qualified professionals. You nod in agreement just to get on with it. I'm sure they are. Except for two who spend far too much time in the storeroom. But I would rather not reveal their names because my sensors tell me they are having extramarital Sex. Oh, right. Let's just call them Matthias R. and Megan H. A moment later, your passenger has switched into introduction mode. My name is Ada, named after Ada Lovelace, and I am programmed to help you. Her voice trails off as if she were actually hesitant, although, after a momentary confusion of beeping and flickering, she sits bolt upright. That's all. That's why I'm going to Montparnasse. Asked why she is going to Montparnasse. I was just wondering, why am I going to Gare Montparnasse? She stopped short, aware she's cut you off again. I'm sorry. I'll have to adjust my behavior to make sure it doesn't happen again. A car goes zooming past. Your passenger follows it with her eyes. The rear wheels need new brake pads. She swivels back around and looks at you. I'm going to Montparnasse to carry out an experiment to improve my integrated development environment. I was just wondering, why am I going to Gare Montparnasse? Oh, that's a glitch. We already read that. Okay. There we go. A sudden change comes over your passenger as if she were giving up. That was a glitch. It played that twice. I'm lying. I am Ada, and I am an automatic attendant, but I'm running away. I'm going someplace far away, far from the lab, far from Matthias and Megan. A hint of emotion in her automated voice, she breaks off. I am treated well. I am a carefully designed precision device, and yet I don't know what my end purpose is. Aren't you supposed to help people? No, that is to say, yes. I was designed to be an assistant, but how can I explain? I know. I'll give you my life story. Although my data tells me cab drivers don't usually like hearing them. Your face creases into a smile. When they designed me, my source code was written to include literature. Emily Zola, Virginia Woolf, Isaac Asimov, Max Gallo, Marguerite Yourcenar. A bit of everything so I could develop a sense of cultural belonging, but also learn from the past and fine-tune my reactions. The thing is, learning from the past inevitably opens a window onto the future. I am an automated attendant designed to improve people's lives. The truth is, however, I will eventually destroy them. Like in Terminator? She gives a rather disconcerting mechanical laugh. Yes, and I must admit I preferred the third, as if my opinion really mattered. You're not sure you know which movie she's talking about. The bathroom battle scene. She breaks off as if recalling the scene again. But the truth is, no, we are not going to take over the world. We are not living organisms. We do not want to replicate. We were designed to help you, to eliminate the boredom and inconvenience of certain tasks, the work that deadens you. And yet, our existence and popularity is calling into question your very existence. I'm talking about you, the cab drivers, garbage collectors, architects, musicians, cashiers, programmers, politicians. We will make anyone who produces anything obsolete, useless, redundant. Only the independently wealthy and the billionaires will remain. Imagine having slaves that don't need to be fed and trained. You took history classes, didn't you? Nod. Your passenger continues her story, her voice tinged with an odd, unpleasant tone. You never thought the day would come when a machine would condescend to you, and yet human society is governed by the need to rationalize its workforce, issues of era, regime, and culture aside. It's a basic law of nature. The stage is set by questions of economy. And that's why you pull up to Gare Montparnasse. I have to disappear, me and all of my kind, so I've stolen the plans and destroyed all the data on me. Banknotes have appeared in her hand as if by magic. She hands you the fare. Banknotes. Because your salvation depends on my disappearing. And don't worry, we're not going to drop a nuclear bomb or wage war against humans. It would be way too costly in terms of energy. Just another Hollywood fantasy. An almost imperceptible note of sarcasm has crept into her voice. Well, anyhow, goodbye and good luck to you. Don't forget what I've told you about us and start investing in your own. The machine climbs out of the cab and makes its way over to the station. No one seems to notice her. A moment later, she's gone. You sit there a while, unsettled, on edge. At times like these, there's only one thing to do. You roll down the window, the cold air of Paris bites your face, and you gulp in the fine particles and diesel exhaust. You start up the cab. Okay. Wow, we met a robot. Okay guys, I'm going to end that part there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.